Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. And everything looks good. Gonna go ahead and share this on my Google Plus profile. Gonna go ahead and ping it out to be posted to Facebook and also Twitter and crap, maybe Ping FM's not working very well. We're live on YouTube, discussing Apple's iPhone announcements. Let me hit refresh. That may do the trick. For some reason, Ping FM kind of times out. Okay, so that's out. That's out. And let me verify. Yes, we do have a live discussion going on right now. Hopefully everybody got the notification that was sent out about a couple of hours ago before everything went live. Of course, obviously, I am not in Cupertino covering the event because Apple has no idea that I exist. They probably know that you exist as a greater part of the community. And I have a feeling this is probably going to be the most commented video we've ever done. It's about 9:55 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. I'm up here in Seattle, joined by my girlfriend Diana.
Hello.
And she is also an iPhone fan. That's how we met. I don't think anybody remembers the video that I had done with Diana, but we had met because she had looked up videos about iPhones on YouTube and found me. So I have the iPhone to thank for the world's best girlfriend. All right, so everything looks good there. You guys have audio. Everybody, just verifying, leave a comment. You can leave a comment. You could also rate this video right now. Give it a thumbs up if you like going live on YouTube for things like this. I will be watching the various live blogs that are out there, their coverage, and sharing what I know and what I see there. Because again, I do not have the rights to stream anything that Apple does. This is just merely a discussion about what we're seeing in terms of announcements. So I'm going to be reading off from one screen, and then Diana will also be looking at your comments on the live video page. So if you have questions or concerns or interjections, if I miss what you have to say, will hopefully chime in. Video quality is very good, says TechBlogger14. Awesome. Okay, so now here's the first question that we wanted to ask. Diana?
Yes, which was your first iPhone? I want to know.
She wants to know what your first iPhone is or was, if you've even purchased an iPhone. And you might remember the first time that I talked about the iPhone, I said I never wanted one. Actually, I didn't say I never wanted one. I just didn't want one the day that it launched. And then, like a week later, I ended up getting one. People are asking, can they watch the Apple Keynote live? Apparently not. Apple has said they're not going to be streaming this one live, which is kind of disappointing. I don't know why they're not streaming this live. It's kind of crazy, but that's okay because we've got plenty of conversation to go around. Thanks, everybody, for the thumbs up, the likes. I appreciate that. I assume that everybody here is a fan of iPhone or Apple in general. It's a huge assumption, admittedly. Nami Cone says, I stood in line for 4 hours for the very first iPhone, and then I dropped it and cracked the screen 12 hours later.
Oh, no.
Thanks. Sorry about that. That's kind of disappointing. All right, here's the second question. White iPhone or black iPhone? There's the question. Which one do you want? I'd be curious to know because I'm all about the black iPhone. I don't know. The white iPhone never really...
Yeah.
Diana actually thinks you've got a white iPhone.
I do.
She likes the white iPhone. So we've got this whole rivalry going, white iPhone versus black
I have
iPhone.
A white iPad, so...
She has a white iPad, so that matches. But I'm all about, devices that, kind of blend in, and white just kind of stands out to me, I guess. Yeah. Oh, got a lot of people who love the black iPhone here. Yeah. Carmel says iTech MacBooks, and I don't think that's an option.
Right.
Unless, of course, you have a case or a cover. And let's see here. Before, about 10 minutes or so, before we started streaming, Apple's Japan store website had gone up, and you may have caught this as I tweeted out the link directly to it before they pulled it down. Pretty much kind of confirming an iPhone 4S with a screenshot as well as 4S in the lower left-hand corner, and other people could verify that If you click the link that I shared, again, I think that one went on Facebook and Twitter. Did not post that to Google+. I wanted the latest thing on Google+ to be the live video feed for this particular discussion. And so if you're watching this on Google+, please share it. Share this link on Google+. I appreciate it. You can go to Google+, find me, Chris Perillo. I'm verified. I'm the only one there who's named Chris Perillo, at least at this point in time. T-minus 1 minute, and we will hopefully see some information streaming in through the live blogs. Let's see here. Apple Store online in Portugal is now down. A lot of them are down at this point in time. Allegedly, and we'll find out over the course of the next hour, October 14th is said to be the launch date, and it remains to be seen whether we're going to be able to order them online today or have to wait till October 14th. I'm hoping we can order them online today, not like the way they handled the iPad second generation. It was horrible, because a lot of people were really disappointed because they ended up going the wrong places and not getting an iPad that day. I don't think the same would be true for the iPhone, since they're relying on wireless carriers. Let's see here. I will jump ship to Sprint if they get the iPhone 5. Interesting, says MacNerd77. Joe Rich 75. I sold my iPhone for $100 on Craigslist because I needed gas money. I almost got 200 calls and 100 text messages to buy it. I felt quite popular that day. I don't need iPhone. I need your cap, says Sherry's. I missed your full handle. Sherry Shisharyar. This was actually purchased at the mothership itself on campus, where everybody who was invited to this event is. And so I ended up buying it. I can't remember for how much, but I believe that's the only place you can get it. Thanks again for all the likes. So far, only one dislike, and I'm not exactly sure what you would dislike other than me not being there. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time. Let's see if we can convert that dislike to a like, because we like likes. By the way, when you're watching this live on YouTube, you can give it a like, you can comment. You can only comment easily after it's been recorded and then encoded on YouTube, but you can't like something after it's been done live, unless, here's the trick, if it was recorded live on YouTube, you can still like it, but you have to go through the iPad app or the iPhone app or the mobile experience. I just learned that, so thanks again for the likes and the comments. See, this is funny. You never know with the like and the dislike. What are they liking? What are they disliking? Are they disliking the fact that they're not present at the event? I could dislike that. Of course, they could also dislike the fact that it's a new iPhone. You never really know. It's just so ambiguous, liking and disliking stuff. It's kind of crazy. Chris, when I watch you, is that normal? Yes, it's normal to watch me. Do you think Sprint, says Movie Flick, will get exclusive rights? No. No. Oh my god. You want to talk about a meltdown? It would be crazy. Let's see here. Bill Gates wrote some coding for the Macintosh. I can't confirm nor deny that. Let's see here. Checking all the live blogs. There was also apparently a possible live audio stream coming from the audience, although that is completely unofficial. I will not be playing that back in this particular video. Tim's out, apparently. So here we go. Tim is out. Everybody applaud. Everybody applaud. Tim's the man. This is happening in real time. And unfortunately, that's all I have right now. Tim has now walked out on stage. Go Tim. Got a tweet here. Live on YouTube. Cool. Yeah, that's exactly right. Tim looks good. He is not wearing a black turtleneck. I think this spells disaster for what is about to unfold. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we agree. No black turtleneck. It's crazy. Everybody clap. Everybody applaud. Which blog am I watching? I'm actually watching the full series of live blogs. This is my first product launch since being named CEO. I'm sure you didn't know that. Really? Was it? Of course! This is a big deal. Tim's got big shoes to fill, which isn't to say that Steve Jobs has big feet, because I really don't know. I don't know the size of his shoes. I consider it a privilege of a lifetime to have worked here for almost 14 years, and I'm very excited about this new role. I want to welcome you to this campus. It serves kind of a second home for many of us, when I can only imagine. They've got to be working around the clock for this stuff. I mean, this is kind of like, for some of us, this is like Christmas. Does it feel like Christmas when they announce a new gadget or a gizmo, an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, well, they haven't done so many big announcements around anything but the mobile devices as of recently. But there's not a live video, again, of what Apple's doing. We're watching live blogs and having full-on discussions here. And you guys are probably scanning and refreshing. Well, you shouldn't refresh if you're going to the right blogs. So about 10 years ago, right around, that's when the original iPod was announced and launched in the same location where they happen to be doing this particular announcement this morning. Assumedly, most of what we're going to hear is going to be related to the iPhone, as was indicated by a lot of the posters and invites that went out to people who weren't me. Today we'll remind you of the uniqueness, this is again from Tim, of this company as we announce innovations from our mobile OS to applications to services to hardware, and more importantly, the integration of all of these into a powerful, simple, integrated experience. Thank you for all the live bloggers who are typing furiously at your keyboards. Someone says, Brandon Stelly says it's better than Christmas. It's an extraordinary time to be at Apple. No more is that evidence that our retail stores. And if you've never been into an Apple retail store, you are missing an experience. I happen to live in an area where there's a Microsoft store right like 3 stores away from the Apple store. It's kind of fun. You can hit the Microsoft store and the Apple store. It's kind of like the best geeky mall in the area, Bellevue Square, because I live in the Seattle area. There we go. I'm checking. By the way, if you have questions, comments, smart remarks, you should probably comment on the live YouTube video. Please share this link or the video out on Google+. Hopefully more people will share, and we'll get the information spread far and wide that I know of. I'm the only YouTube partner who's live streaming from YouTube today, right now. Someone said it'd be great if Apple rickrolled the world. I doubt it. Right now, they are talking about their 2 new Chinese Apple stores, and that's a huge market, considering how many knockoffs are out there. I do not like Apple products, says Black and Yellow Rat. I find better uses and cheaper uses from PCs. Despite that, they make good products if you don't want to do much. You can agree or disagree with that comment. I happen to think that it's all relative. Like, if what you need to do can only be done on a PC, well, then the PC is for you. The solution for you is not necessarily a solution for everybody. Nothing really exciting yet coming in from the live blogs, largely just talking about the stores that they're opening and all the people who are filtering through. I don't know if anybody has ever been... Oh, Soldier Knows Best is also live. Awesome. Good to know. Unfortunately, I can't pull him in at the same time that I'm doing this. Otherwise, it'll be... Actually, it'd be kind of fun to pull in his live stream. Where is he? Is he also... Wait, is Soldier also streaming on YouTube? This would be kind of fun while we're waiting for the exciting stuff to happen. Hang on. Is he streaming on YouTube here? Or on Ustream? Oh, he is! He's... Hang on. I'm going to turn that up. Oh, they went off air. Let me turn up Mark. Come on.
Or both, who knows? We'll be talking about it live with pictures and video if we can find it.
All right,
as it
come on.
From Apple's
We're going to pull in Soldier. He has no idea.
card at the ready, yes.
He's actually streaming in Gadgets stream right now.
I've been wanting Mac Pro.
Actually, this is kind of funny. He has no idea. So Soldier Knows Best also has a live stream going on right now on YouTube. So I didn't know if I was the only one, but apparently not. Trey ATL 2006 is listening to both of us. So
so now he's showing a video of all the grand openings of the stores. Again, at this time, go take your bathroom break.
Let's see how long it takes before Soldier Knows Best realizes that I'm live streaming too. We're gonna stalk Soldier Knows Best right now.
There's nothing about the iPhone just yet.
See, he's like me. He's like just waiting. You know, this is nothing really interesting. Do I have any Keynote juice? Says Courtney Eli.
Hello, Chris Perillo, the godfather of one of the godfathers of tech.
All right, that's hilarious. We got him. We got Soldier. That's awesome. See, then that'll be a part of my video, and then that announcement will be a part of his video, and it's kind of fun. A lot of announcements, I'm sure, happening in and around what Apple's talking about, too, because, of course, there's a flurry of new products that always come out in and around any kind of major Apple announcements. Apparently, they're really excited about the store in China, which, again, it may not be a big deal if you're not in China, but if you're in China, it is a big deal.
Nice.
No, the store looks breathtaking, amazing. Can I see what the new iPhone looks like? Says Reeves94 Mr. Yes, as soon as they unveil it. Not a moment too soon. I cannot wait. Every year I look forward to a new iPhone. It's like I can count on it. Chris, do you think iOS 5 will be released today? Says Curly Fry 1721. Pardon me. I don't know if it's going to be released today. I could hope, because I would certainly update my iPhone. In fact, I would probably wipe my iPhone and start iOS 5 from scratch on here, because I've got so many apps installed. And now with iCloud, I don't have to have them on this phone to get access to them easily. I would usually rely on the MacBook, where I sync the iPhone to store the apps, and then, have them on the phone readily accessible, knowing that I had purchased them already. It's going to get easier. So it looks like they're talking about Lion at this point. They've got our products are at the core of what we do and are responsible for the momentum we have. Reviewing 4 product groups, starting with Lion. Will there be a new iPod coming out? That remains to be seen. What camera are you currently using? An HV40. iOS 5 from scratch is the best, says Gazland. You may be using a beta or have been using a beta with a developer license. That's possible. My iPhone's been slow largely because I'm 32 gigs and it's about full. It's crazy. Is Bluetooth going to work? I would imagine. So this is a quote from Gadget. It took Windows 7 20 weeks to reach what it took Lion 2 weeks to get in terms of install base. That's very interesting. Plus, Lion was a full digital download. Where did you get the Apple hat? I've already answered that question. And I'm not going to repeat too many of the questions that I see. But of course, if you're watching this video after it's gone live and has been recorded and encoded on YouTube, you would hear that answer already. Tell your girlfriend I said hi, says Alex Serino.
Hi. Alex?
Yes. See here. Now they're showing quotes for the new MacBook Air. And I tell you what, I'm very much looking forward to Ultrabooks as they begin to ship, to give Apple some true competition in that space. Chris, I love you. Do you love me too? Says blah, blah. Sure. In fact, the MacBook Pro and iMac are the #1 best-selling notebook and desktop in the U.S. This momentum is not just limited to a mode. The Mac outgrew the PC market by almost 6 times. FYI. You can debate that all you want. That's they've got the statistics to prove it. Not to say that you have a MacBook or an iMac, but that doesn't mean that what you want is what everybody wants. Just FYI. iCloud might make me use a non-jailbroken iPhone, says Gecker Gurj. Can't read these. And plus the comments are like scrolling like crazy, which is good. Keep commenting. Every single quarter for 5 years, the Mac has outgrown the PC market, now approaching 60 million users in U.S. retail. Macs are now selling in about 1/4 PCs in the store. So 1 out of every 4. That's actually substantial. Considering you can run Windows on a Mac, that's pretty cool. See, there's Microsoft, Apple, Mac OS X, Windows. Companies, operating systems. Computers, Mac, PC. A Mac is a PC is not a Mac. Do you think Windows 8 will be better? Says Figmat. Better than what? Well, I think it'll be better. But I don't know better compared to Windows Vista? Yes! Windows Millennium Edition? Absolutely! It's kind of hard not to be better. For those of you that have followed Apple for a while, remember that it wasn't too long ago that this number was in the mid-single digits. We're having an incredible ceiling here and a long way to go. So they're far from finished. I did have some live streaming juice around here, but I think I drank it all. I had some coffee. Actually, it was some espresso, some Stumptown espresso from Issaquah Coffee. Next up, music, iTunes and iPod. It was only 10 years ago that iPod launched, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. The funny thing, boy, I am dying here. The thing about the iPod, funny thing about the iPod is I never was interested in it until they had apps. And I got interested in it. I was never really big. I like music stuff, but it's usually like through Pandora. I used to subscribe to Rhapsody, not anymore. They just acquired Napster, by the way. Rhapsody did. I don't know if you caught that. But now I listen to Spotify, or I listen through Spotify. What's that Rubik's Cube behind you, says the Sakurnyaya. These are Tix clocks. Go.tagjag.com/TIX. They've sold cumulatively 300 million iPods all around the world. Can you believe that? That's insane.
Nuts.
What are you thinking, hon?
I'm excited.
She's excited.
Yes.
I'm sure. Anything else? Any insight?
I'm reading.
Oh, she's reading. She's reading and looking and scanning. See, a lot of this stuff is kind of the precursor. It's like, yeah, we get it.
Right.
You make a lot of money. Way to go, Apple. It's awesome. Get to the heart.
Yeah.
Get to the meat. Do you think Sprint is going to have better competition now that it has a share in Apple? It's possible. Sprint could certainly be competitive. They need the iPhone. It was quoted in the Wall Street Journal yesterday that most people leave Sprint, like my parents left Sprint, because they didn't have the iPhone. And now they're currently on AT&T. But if the Sprint does get the iPhone to be competitive, what if Sprint, in offering the iPhone, allowed unlimited data? I think a lot of people would switch to Sprint. A lot. I don't know if I would, though. Because on a monthly basis, I don't use anything more than 4 gigs. See here. The Android versus iOS argument is about as pointless as the Mac versus Windows argument. I agree. Wicket, there's no new Android announcements today. We covered the Kindle Fire already. We'll do it again, since I ordered a Kindle Fire. I'll be unboxing that one live on YouTube as well. It'll be fun. Stay tuned for that. But that's not available till November. Blah, blah, blah. iTunes, we started 8 years ago. 200,000 songs in the music library. We now have 100 times that. 20 million songs. #1 music store in the world. Over 16 billion song downloads. Wow. What's amazing, again, as what Tim's saying, is that the iPhone 4 has sold over half of our total iPhones sold in the entire time we've been selling iPhones. It's the #1 smartphone in the world. I have a feeling the iPhone 5 is going to sell out. I certainly hope they have enough equipment on hand. Do you think the iPod is an iPhone with no SIM card and the iPhone unlocked overpriced? Yeah, I guess you could say that. It all depends on, I guess, what you're wanting, right? In fact, some people say, why don't you just kill the iPod Touch and just go with the iPhone? Well, because you don't necessarily have to do that if you don't want to have a wireless carrier or connection to a wireless carrier. It's a possibility, though, if they go with a universal device, something that is accessible by any network on the globe in a single device, just one device, it's a possibility that they could kill the iPod Touch and just push people to the iPhone. And I think a lot of people are going to be buying the next iPhone, whatever it's going to be called, 4S, 5. We don't really know officially yet beyond that leak on the Japan store. Thanks for the likes, everybody. We're up to 271 at this point in the live stream. That's good news. At least I think it's good news. Mobile phone satisfaction, Apple 70%, second HTC 49%, Motorola, and this is their graphs according to ChangeWave, statistics gathered in June 2001. Looks like about 38% for Motorola, 34% for LG, 28% for Samsung, 27% for RIM, and 21% for Nokia. Wow. Despite all the success and momentum, the iPhone has 5% share of the worldwide market of handsets. And they're making a lot of money. That's the bottom line. They're making money. Because that's good. You want the company to make money because then they keep doing better things and newer things. If the company's not making money, how are they going to survive? They'd go out of business. When are they coming out? We don't know. NFC, says Mr. Pax 1001. Someone's a big fan of near-field communications. That's NFC. All right. Now he's got a screenshot of what appears to be the iPhone, but the older version of the iPhone. because I can tell the screenshot's not running iOS 5.
Yeah.
People are saying that Engadget crashed. That's too bad. I'm sorry, Engadget. I like Engadget. I like all the gadget blogs out there. I wish, that's the one thing I wish we had. I wish we had a power gadget blogger on Locker Gnome. We're looking for bloggers all the time on Locker Gnome. And, we cover Android, iOS, PCs, Macs, gadgets, gizmos. We cover what we can, in the time that we have allotted. But we're always looking for new contributors. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't write well at all. Then we have to spend a lot of time editing instead of posting good content. Let's see here. It would be awesome if there was an iPad 3 announcement that says periwinkle years. I don't think that's going to happen. They would probably not steal the thunder from the iPhone, which we all pretty much know this is going to be about. What are they going over now? It doesn't really look like much. They're still talking about their products and how good everything's been doing, or how well everything's been doing, I should say. Or on the iPad at this point in time. Now, I think the interesting thing about iOS 5, the iPhone or the iPad, iPod Touch, is that you no longer have to be tethered to a computer, which means you don't need to have a computer to have a computer. It's kind of neat. And I think this makes the iPhone or potentially the iPad or the iPod Touch, puts it in the realm of possibility for people who don't have a desktop computer or notebook computer to tether to at all. You could get an iPad, you can get an iPhone, you can get an iPod Touch without tethering it to a machine. You could do that, of course, with other mobile devices, but a lot of people want an iPad or an iPhone or an iPod Touch. You can't stop what people want. One more thing from Tim, says Danny SY2D. We haven't even gotten to the first thing. It's like all this stuff they've got to go through. It's kind of like, tell me I'm not the only one who's frustrated. Do you have any more questions for the audience, honey?
Somebody wants me to say hello, Apple.
Oh, say hello, Apple. Do you own Apple stock, says Andy, or Apple 99 Man? I do not. I do not own Apple stock. I do not own stock in any company. It keeps me completely unbiased because I don't have any. People always say, Chris, no, you're taking money. And I'm like, I'll tell you if I'm taking money. And believe you me, if Apple and I were like this, do you think I would be sitting in my home office right now watching vicariously? Did you say yes? It's not bad enough that the community talks smack. Now my girlfriend joined. You've been watching YouTube a little too long, hon. Now look at what everybody did. Pilots are replacing 40-pound flight bags with iPads. This is, again, from one of the live blogs. Making pilots more efficient and planes more fuel efficient. Yes, that's true.
Evil Diana.
Evil Diana? Yeah. Great. Now I know whose side you're on. Okay, still nothing really new. I'm an aspiring airline pilot. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, we jumped in likes.
Yay.
We jumped big time in likes.
Wow, we did.
I appreciate it.
Like it if you like me.
I came here because Soldier Knows Best went down. Well, you could watch both of us taco suicide. His melted. I'm glad we could both be here for you. It's a team effort. There's no such thing as competition between anybody who produces content like this. At least not with me. I don't believe in that. 92% of Fortune 500 are testing or deploying iPad. This in less than 18 months. Unheard of. It's crazy. I'm happy for you, Chris. You found an amazing woman. Now just tell me your secret. Truly just browsing too. What does your girlfriend look like? A woman. I'm very grateful. Here comes Scott Forstall. I think we're ready for iOS. We already know about everything we need to know about iOS 5. We should be producing an overview when it's official. and released for everybody, out of beta completely. And I'm sure most people already know what to look forward to in iOS 5. The geeks have already got it installed, I'm sure. I think people are more shocked that I have a woman rather than being alone. Why is that so shocking? Already more than 500,000 apps in the App Store. More than 140,000 of those are made specifically for the iPad. Where's the wine, says Red Hot Bits. Dude, it's like 10 in the morning. Could make it a Bloody Mary breakfast.
Yeah.
We do have some V8 downstairs.
That's true.
And some vodka and
Some scotch.
and some scotch. And I'm down. What do you guys think? Should I bust out some of the juice
We might buy
this early in the morning? Let me know. See, I let the community kind of control what I do. It's funny. Just like the content. Like any of the questions that I answer on YouTube, what's so funny is some people get upset. I'm like, well, then ask another question or ask a better question. Yeah. People are saying, yes, I should drink alcohol. Keynote juice.
Yay.
Well, do you want to... Can you go get it, baby?
Yes.
I'd put
Do you want me to make it? Are you sure?
Should I go... Nah, just go with the wine, I think.
I'm going to get you drunk.
She's going to get me drunk before this is over. See, that's something I could not do if I was there at Cupertino. They just do not hand out alcohol at these events.
Yes.
Observation juice. No, drink Tabasco. Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
This is all we can do until, like, the exciting stuff happens is drink. I'm of age, too. I'm a couple years shy of 40 years old. Apple has paid developers more than $3 billion. New app today, cards. Oh, create and mail beautiful cards right from your iPhone or iPod Touch. Cool. That's nice. Honey, there's a new app. Cards. So now, everybody can send everybody else greeting cards from your iOS device. That's nice. I wonder if that's also going to be available native on the iPad, though. Be kind of disappointing if it wasn't. Oh, nice. So they're making it like mail stationery, and OS X mail stationery is beautiful. Granted, Microsoft is to be credited for doing that first. They had that within Outlook Express years ago. Their business cards, too. Interesting. Who cares, says El Grande 08. Well, we have 422 people who do care. So if you care about this video, like it right now, if you can. We'll print on high-quality 100% cotton paper. They'll print it and mail it. Push notification on mail delivery through USPS. Oh, so it's not a digital card. You can make a physical card from your phone. $2.99 in the US, $4.99 anywhere else. Oh my, that's cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. So cards will be an app where you can print stuff from your iPhone. So you can take a picture of something and immediately send a card. That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, that's so impressive. You know, that would get me to start trimming my address book, I think. Wow. How does it feel to get carded near age 40, says Jelkster. Feels pretty good, gotta tell you. Feels pretty good. $3 for a card that includes shipping, and you do it like right from here. That's pretty convenient, considering how much a card costs. You know, $1 to $3 plus postage and handling. You have to write everything out. It's kind of a pain. iOS 5 time. Yes, here we go. 200 new user features. Cannot wait. So the Cards app is available on October 12th. So maybe we're looking at an iOS 5 launch date for on October 12th as well. That's awesome. It's called Mail. Yes, we understand, Jay Hits. It's just, this is a lot more convenient. We are celebrating... this is like the earliest... Well, no, when I was in Europe, I guess I drank wine this early, because that's what they do in Europe.
We're celebrating with Europe.
This is for everybody in Europe. Everybody,
Yay.
Raise your glass. Let's toast.
Yes.
Let's toast.
It's night there, right?
This Keynote juice is amazing. So they're talking about notifications. You all know about this one already. iMessage. And the nice thing about iMessage is that, if you hadn't already heard, you can synchronize your account between various devices. So your iPhone, your iPad, And hopefully, at some point, maybe they'll announce it today on your desktop too, because it's kind of crazy just to have mobile stuff. I want that on the desktop. Push to all devices, it says, tell me it's available on the desktop. Give me a universal client for Windows and Mac OS X. I've been waiting for iChat to be released cross-platform for years. What about the Tabasco? Sorry.
I know.
You didn't put... Thank you for not putting Tabasco in here, honey. Don't listen to the YouTubes.
What happened? Anything?
Yes,
What?
cards. You'll be able to send real cards from your iPhone for a couple bucks. $3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone just downed a bit of Jack Daniels. Congratulations.
Wow.
Well, it's like, the finer things in life. iPhones, wine,
This is once a
girlfriends.
year. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that everybody who's watching the live stream is with their counterpart, girlfriend or boyfriend. Any new hardware announcements yet? No, we've just been kind of messing around to this point. Of course, everybody will probably say after this video is done, just skip to this part, although they will have missed all the fun. Come to Northern Ireland, says ncrane513. I'm sure it will happen, sooner or later.
Somebody said move the wine glass.
Push to all devices. Next reminder. Already seen all this stuff. Twitter integration. The thing is, I wish that, and I hope at some point they'll open that up so it's not just Twitter integration. Some people like Facebook more, and I gotta tell you, I love Google+. Google+ is, at this point in time, my favorite social network right now. That may change. It reminds me so much of FriendFeed, and I loved FriendFeed. Especially the people. I met Outsanity on FriendFeed, and he's here watching the live stream. I don't know, any other FriendFeeders out there? It's interesting.
Do we have 600 likes?
No, we have 479 likes right now. That's
Oh.
pretty good. We don't...
Somebody-
600 likes. No,
somebody said
not there yet.
600. Oh, okay. I didn't know if mine was too low.
Tweet photos, websites, videos, locations from maps, deep integration from Twitter. I don't know. Twitter just seems like... it's interesting, it's fun, but I think the conversation's happening elsewhere. Where's the Facebook stuff? Come on, open it up. And I realize Apple locks everything down, but it'd be nicer to be able to do that within Facebook too, or using Google+. I mean, they've all got APIs, and I'm sure they all would want to work with one another. Of course, Apple fights with everybody, so you never know. Watching from the Philippines. Oh, says Geo Van Golf. That's a good question. Where's everybody watching right now? Where are you at as they're talking about stuff we already know about?
What time is it?
Yeah, what time is it, and where are you listening from? 500 likes now, babe.
Wow.
Yeah.
They really like me.
If you like my girlfriend, press like. If you don't, it's not about me. It's about her. Camera, home screen shortcut, which I do love, and HDR, but will Apple fix the extreme camera slowness in iOS 5? You know what I'm talking about. Apparently I don't, because I haven't used iOS 5. I'd imagine they would have tweaked it, but, I could have used that home screen shortcut for the camera in iOS 5 today, because as I was coming home from getting coffee, I saw a deer across the road, and I could have, captured it by video. That's pretty neat. Uruguay, France, England, Norway, Mexico, London, Netherlands, Ireland, New Jersey, United Kingdom, Canada, Egypt, Ireland, Portugal. I mean, wow, guys. North Carolina, Lowell, Massachusetts,
Wichita,
Austria,
Texas?
Australia. Wow, all around the world. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. India, Scotland, Pakistan, Lebanon.
That's funny. That's my brother.
Wait, did he say Texas?
Yeah.
No, I missed your brother.
I was like, who? What?
Diana's brother, Hector, also watches the channel.
That's funny.
Edit photos on device, crop, rotate, remove red eye. Next up, Game Center. It's only been out for a year, but it's been a huge hit. I really don't use it that much. They're talking about all the iOS 5 improvements. Again, we've kind of seen this already, or we've certainly heard about it already. A lot of YouTube videos have been uploaded. Although I haven't done anything on iOS 5 officially. I haven't installed it on anything. I've been busy with other stuff. I just hate talking about a lot of that stuff until it actually becomes final. Then it becomes, I think, more valuable. Getting the information out ahead of time, it's easy on Twitter, or Facebook, or Google+. But doing a video just takes more time. Just takes a fantastic amount of time. Venezuela.
I know.
You're just as famous as Steve Jobs, says Dave C. 1992. Diana is. I'm not. Next up, Safari. They've added Reader. They added tab browsing on the iPad in iOS 5, though. I don't know if anybody caught that. It's kind of nice. Are Wicket and Pixie watching? Yes, I think they are. Dubai, Nigeria, Malaysia, Israel, Ohio, Slovenia, South Africa, Brazil. Wow.
I know.
Chile, Jupiter. Well, come on. I think it's the same.
It's Jupiter, Texas.
There's a Jupiter, Texas.
I think I might be wrong.
See, we're spending time talking about where we're from right now. Singapore. I think it's the same people typing in different cities. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they are different people. I can't verify. We're still waiting, guys. This is why are you killing time? Why aren't you talking about the iPhone? Because this is live, and they're really discussing things we've already seen. I'm telling you what I know. Side note: apparently, Gadget is doing a ton of traffic. Awesome. I would say Gadget's become my favorite live blog source. Alaska. Saturn, Gotham, Moon. Okay, now I know you guys are making this up.
Moon. There's a Jupiter, Florida.
Someone says Paris, but he does not have a French-looking name. But we will raise a glass. That was what kind of accent was that? That was the kind of accent you get when Chris Perillo drinks Keynote juice this early in the morning.
Oh, we almost have 600 likes.
Legoland. It's cute. Twit Live has 50,000 watchers. Wow. I can't tell how many people are viewing it right now. Probably like 400. It's kind of sad. Go, Leo.
It's Keynote juice.
Actually, they've done it very, very, very well. The whole Twit team. Yeah, when they live stream, I was like, well, there went my fun. They've got the audience. Good team. Mail enhancements. Next up, PC free. We have a lot of customers. I was mentioning this beforehand, who want to use the iPad or iPhone as their only device. Now you can. That's pretty cool. The Eye of Sauron is watching you live, I guess. That's kind of scary. Mike Stenger from Google Plus. He still likes me. Thank you. My ego is not decimated. iOS confirmed October 12th. Thank you, everybody. October 12th. So that's coming in just a couple days. Can you guys, well, more than a couple days, about a week or so. I'll be in transit.
Yeah, that's the day you didn't want it to go.
That's iOS 5. Oh gosh, I'll be just finishing up keynoting a conference in Florida. I get what I do for a living is I create content for other people, including hosting conferences. So I'll be doing something for Voxeo, their customer summit. So I wonder how I'm going to work that out. Like, can I download and install on the go? I'd like to do that.
Real quick.
Of course, I'm going to need help. That day, we want to upload all these videos live or in real time, especially the day that iOS 5 is announced. I mean, not just announced, but like released, because it's already been announced. We got to get the videos up. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to need help. I need help from the community. Who wants to help? Who can help get videos up onto the Locker Room YouTube channel? That would be very, very nice to have community support on that day, because I'll be doing something for a company. It's how I pay my bills. Can you eat the apple on your cap, says Taperinator. I probably could, but I already had my fiber this morning, so I'm good. I am good. Can you not show pictures like Soldier? Here's the thing. I don't own the rights to audio or visual content, so I don't want to do that. Nobody gave me permission to do that, so just not going to. At some point, maybe, if Engadget or Gizmodo or Gadget, GDGT. If they want to do something in conjunction with me, that's fine. I'd be more than happy to share. But at this point, I have not wanted to do that because I don't own the rights to it, and it's just, to me, it's should get permission. So we're still waiting here. They're apparently talking still about the iOS 5 enhancements, theoretically. Of course, it's been about 4 minutes since I've seen an update on that page. Did you just get a text message?
Yes.
I go,
I was double checking to see if my brother was watching.
Oh, yeah?
He is.
So, it's photos time. Now you wish they were on your devices. Pictures go up from the cloud to your iPhone, get shot out to your other devices. That's pretty cool. I may have to start managing my photos differently. What does everybody use, by the way, to manage your photos? I'm curious to know. What are you using to manage your photos? It would be nice to know. I'm currently using a kind of a mixture between Picasa, which is free for Mac OS X, Windows, and Linux. I usually store them on a primary computer. Of course, I back them up. And then someone's saying that he can help with videos. If they're of high quality, I would love help. That's the one thing about the Locker Gnome YouTube channel. I'm trying to make it not just about me, and I know you guys, some of you are fans, some of you aren't fans, but my hope has always been to, kind of share the limelight with other people, especially if I think they're creating good content or have a potential of creating really good content. It looks like every live blog is like crashing, it's dying. Okay, there we go. We're back. Talking about docs in the cloud, edit in Pages on the iPhone, updated across devices. Again, we're still in review mode here. This is again from Gadget. So PhotoStream should be nice. It looks like the iOS 5 update will be free. It's kind of a given. Well, you don't have to use it. I know. Wicked is a huge Android fan. Wicked, it's not today. I know. He hates the iPhone. I don't know why. What's the iPhone ever done to you? I know. Is mine the only dog who talks back? Gotta get the last word in, don't you? Backup. Daily backups from your iOS devices. Easily restored right from the cloud. I'm not so sure about this one. I kind of like owning my backups, Next, syncing contacts, calendars, mail. An ad-free me.com mail account. Find my iPhone as part of iCloud. Yep. Cool. Automatic daily backups. That's nice. That's really nice. See, the problem when they advance these, technologies is that I have to change my workflow to accommodate in a good way. I usually use Google Docs for all of my word processing, pretty much all my spreadsheet work, presentations or PowerPoint stuff. I use the cloud anyway. What if you could find your family and friends? Today we're launching a new app called Family and Friends. Now when I'm in Disneyland, I can see where my family is. Ooh, so now we can track each other. So if you say, I'm going to go to the clothing store, and then I'm tracking him like, she's not anywhere near the clothing store. She's in the shoe store. Are shoes clothing? That's a question. I don't know. You can invite friends and share their location for a limited time. I'm reading, by the way, thank you for everybody who was saying things in the comments because I can't catch everything, so I'm reading from the comments on the YouTube video. Please say bonjour to your French fans. Bonjour. Well, come up here if you want. Temporary sharing option, simple privacy controls, parental restrictions. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It is it's creepy, but it's kind of nice. I mean, I'm not gonna like share my location with everybody. I think it's gonna be just primarily with friends and family, like largely just family. Like you know, obviously Diana and I would share our locations. It's kind of nice. Yeah. But think about that for kids, like kids who are still living at home, and I know that's probably like 99% of this audience who's watching this video. I think it's a big deal because you could track your kids and know exactly where they are. So they can't lie. All part of iCloud, free for iOS 5 and Lion users with upgrades from device. Really great add-on to iCloud is iTunes Match. See, this is where so many people who are hip on Android kind of miss the part that the experience Apple is providing. This is really, really comprehensive. I mean, it's easy. You could do it on your own with various services, but they've made it pretty easy. You gotta admit, even if you didn't like it, or you don't like Apple, or you don't want iOS 5, or you don't like the iPhone or iPad, that is pretty neat. Because there have been apps like this, but the problem is that everybody has to have them in order for them to work, and it's just kind of a pain to get everything working, and it's all just disconnected from different service providers. Apple's creating a pretty good experience here. You just cannot argue with that. So apparently 25 people don't like the iPhone or anything here, because we've got 25 people who disagree with everything happening here. But 553 likes. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Appreciate it. It looks you can stream your entire library just by tapping on it. Playlists 2 says John Tam JK92. Speartech Co says stop stalling, Apple. Can he see what we're typing? Says Misty Blue 1 or Bayou 1. Yes, I can. Reviewing iTunes Match service. This is all kind of information we've heard before. Everyone's just getting excited. They're going nuts. CNN has a live video feed. Interesting. Where's that at? Well, CNN obviously. Let me see. And if it does have it.
2 likes away from 600.
Is it really?
One like.
1 like? We only need 1 more like?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Let me see here. Allegedly, and I put on my headphones because I don't own the rights to this content, allegedly CNN may be streaming live. And I think they are.
600.
This is a pretty big deal, guys. I think CNN is streaming live. I've got to watch an ad. Video demo time. Oh, so this is not going to be very exciting. Greetings from Macedonia. I have to install some wacky software to watch the CNN. Go to live.cnn.com, everybody. Live.cnn.com. They're streaming live. CNN is streaming live, everybody. You heard it here. CNN is streaming this live. I do not have the rights to the content, so I cannot restream. I've got my headphones on. Huge deal. Huge deal. And I'll repeat. They sold 45 million iPods in the last year, starting in June. That's unreal. Unreal. You could have talked about this an hour ago. Fix CPU. I didn't know CNN was live. Or otherwise I would have announced that. Now they're talking about iTunes. You know, iTunes is ripe for a refresh. I tell you what, that, you know, it used to be just tunes. It should be called something different, like iMedia, because it's apps and music and movies and whatnot. They got a new icon, but it still has music on it. But it's more than music. I never understood that. Hang on. I wonder if the CNN app... Yeah, the CNN live video is really delayed because they already talked about this. Interesting. Hang on. Yeah, they're doing a full-on video demo. We started the iPod simply because we love music, still love music, and we're still making great iPods. I'd like to give you updates to 2 of those lines today. First, the iPod Nano. So they're updating the Nano. Multi-touch display, even easier to navigate with bigger icons. So you're going to see some UI changes. So Miss K231 and Dylan Rhodes say that CNN is just a replay. So I'm trying to listen, and I'm doing like 4 things right now. I'm like reading the YouTube comments, I'm reading these live blogs, and listening to the delayed CNN live stream. Here's a question for you then. Since they're talking about the iPod Nano, who has one? Like the newer iPod Nanos that you could wear as a wristwatch? Looks like Matt or Frugal Geek says that CNN is a half hour behind. It's cool. If you still want to watch it, that's the way to go. It's just going to be a little delayed. Still cool. Now you can go on a walk or a run without adding sensors or devices with the iPod Nano. Not a big deal for those of us who never get out of the house. Yeah, a lot of people do. That's pretty interesting. Brazil is tuned in. That doesn't surprise me. I bet we have a lot of people from Brazil. Brazil is a huge geek-centric country. I would say Brazil is probably the geekiest country on the planet. That's not a joke either. Oh, crap.
That's where the world, or the...
The YouTube live page just crashed on me.
Oh, no.
Chrome crashed. I think we were getting so many comments. That is so funny. Dude, it's getting so many right now. And they're still just talking about the Nano. At least in real time. CNN is like a half hour behind. It comes now in 7 colors. The iPod Nano 8 gig for $129, 16 for $149, available today. iPod Touch, the most popular iPod. Multi-Tyler says, or 12345 says, it's Apple is causing an apocalypse. I don't know about that, but Bahrain says Tasmania 757. I'm not liking Tim Cook's advice or voice. They need to bust out the Steve Jobs voice changer app. I don't know about that. I think Tim's doing a great job. Not only is it the most popular music player in the world, but we're excited to announce it's now also the most popular portable game player in the world. Damn. This is the iPod Touch that Tim's referring to. It's hard to confirm, but someone was saying that Retina display iPod Touch, possibly. I usually wait until 2 people comment with the same thing in the YouTube comment thread before I want to say anything, because I hate to say something and that not be true. I can't confirm that. Doesn't surprise me that it's selling more than the PSP, though, at all. I've still got my old PSP. I could sell it, or I could get rid of it, but I can't get anything from it. I've got so many games. I think I saw the video. Like I'm selling my PSP and all the games. I would trade someone like a nice big Lego set or series of Lego minifigs for all the PSP things that I have. Keynote has Retina display on the screen. Interesting. Thank you, Insane Priest. That's a confirmation from 2 people. Again, I'm trying to flip back and forth between all these things. iPod Touch in white. Everybody's happy. White iPod Touch. Thank you, everybody, for confirming.
I think I need an iPod Touch.
You do not need an iPod Touch. You have an iPhone. And you're getting a new iPhone.
Yes, I think
That is your iPod Touch.
It's not the same. Cool.
Gigabyte, or it says GB. Oh, he's talking about Game Boy. I thought Gigabyte. I'm like, huh? GB. Dylan Rhodes asked thoughts on why they're having a live event stream open to the public. Yeah, I don't know. They're crazy not to do that. I don't know. They did it once, and it was nice. It was really nice, actually. Is the event called Let's Talk iPhone or Leave iPhone? Let's Talk Everything Else, says Blick's blog. Because we haven't really talked about the iPhone yet. They're ramping up to it. That's pretty funny, dude. Yeah, they're ramping up. So you've got 8 gig, 32 gig, 64 gig iPod Touches now. $199, $299, $399. Pretty good price.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just came back to me from CNN. Well, that's impressive. Thank you. I appreciated that, you would rather be watching me babble on listening to a delayed keynote. I'm really pleased to tell you about the iPhone 4S. They've just announced the iPhone 4S. 4S is confirmed. Oh, wow. The iPhone 4S. It's the 4S. Same design. It has the A5 chip. Nice. It's up to 2 times faster than before. Dual core graphics. Allegedly 7 times faster than the previous iPhone. Wow. So it is pretty much the same form factor as the iPhone 4. So this is going to be an awesome gaming device. Like, awesome gaming device. And if you're a gamer and you don't think that's impressive, you're not a gamer. Actually, this is not bad news. If they've, upgraded the hardware inside and kept the same form factor, you know what that means? That means I don't have to go out and buy new accessories basically equipped for the iPhone 4. That's nice. You got to admit, that is nice. I mean, I do need an updated case because this one's kind of falling apart, and I'll need an upgraded, or not upgraded, a new screen protector, obviously. Looks like they're demoing games right now. Duh. And I said this like at least 2 years ago that the iPhone was already poised to be the number one gaming device. People thought I was crazy. It's like, no, PSP, Nintendo DS. It's going to be an awesome gaming device. I'm not the only one saying it. Okay, how many of you, I'll ask this question in the audience, how many of you believe, whether you're watching this in real time or after the fact, believe that the iPhone 4S is going to be a good gaming device? Are you a game player on the mobile platform? What do you think? Gaming seems to be the killer app. Think about that for a second. The killer app. Or apps, or series of apps. Dave the Stalker says, screen is too small. Really? Obviously that hasn't stopped a lot of games from taking off. So they've got various screenshots. They're playing, looks like Infinity Blade. This is using some graphical techniques from the latest God of War. Leaves and firefly in the air. Koi swimming in the pond. Nice detail. So yeah, I'm more of a casual gamer. See, they're doing demos here. Faster. So, there we go. The 4S. Guess Japan nailed it with their leak. Very happy to see the faster processor to be in parallel with the iPad 2, which of course is faster. Nice graphics. Nice CPU. What is the point of iPhone 5 if they're having the iPhone 4S? Well, this is kind of the 5. So we had the original iPhone, 3G, 3GS, 4, and now this is the 5th generation iPhone known as the 4S. So we had, 3G, 3GS, 4, 4GS.
People don't seem to be happy.
So the iPhone, they don't seem to be happy?
Yeah, people say they're
Why? Because, why are they not happy, honey?
I guess they feel let down. They want the 5. They wanted the 5.
Well, why are you disappointed?
People were saying it's...
Because it's called 4G, it's called 4S, not 5? That's why they're disappointed? The only thing different is a faster processor? No! Faster CPU, faster processor. They've just begun to talk about the differences here. Assumedly, a better camera. Not happy at all. Why? Tell me why you're not happy. Tell me why you're not... Don't just say you're not happy. Tell me why. You didn't like the design? I thought the design was fine.
Yeah. It'll be different for me because I'm going from a 3GS, but...
My girlfriend's going from a 3GS. Are the antenna problems fixed? Assumedly, the attenuation issue was fixed with the Verizon iPhone, or certainly addressed. So, assumedly, they're using the same design. I'm fine with it. I don't... It's bad. Why is it bad? People are like...
They want to change.
I think they wanted a completely new form factor, and you know what? I'm not as excited about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Give me better internals, and I'll be happy.
Right.
Honestly, I never really cared what it looked like. I never had a big issue with the attenuation of the antenna. This is 3GS all over again. Yes and no. You don't have to upgrade. That's the thing. Like, people are, like, all upset. No one's got a gun to your head. Phil's addressing the battery life. The 4S will offer 8 hours of 3G talk time, 6 hours of browsing, 9 on Wi-Fi, 10 hours of video, 40 hours of music. Says John Tam JK92. He seems like... this John guy seems like a really good resource. He's posted a couple good comments. Thank you. 102 Safi says, your girlfriend looks hot.
How do they know?
8 hours talk time. So battery should be better. Battery should be substantially better. The screen is so small, camera sucks comparing the Galaxy. Okay, well, we haven't seen the camera yet. No one's seen any images to compare.
Unless they know something we don't.
So, wireless system. This is an update. Our engineering team worked really hard to advance the state of the art that's never been done in a phone before. It can now intelligently switch between two antennas between send and receive to make even better call quality. Better call quality. That's good news. So again, they've updated the internals. The externals, not so much. And I'm fine with that. Think about that, though. You'd be able to get accessories, like, immediately. If they haven't changed anything here in the physical, like, external parts of the device. It's nice. You don't have to wait for new accessories. Data can now download up to 2 times as fast. Theoretical max performance used to be 5.8 up, 7.2 down. Now doubles to almost 14.4 down. Oh my god! It's like one of the first modems that I had. Actually, the first modem that I purchased for my... what was it?
Wow.
Was it a 14.4? The first modem I had was a... I think it was a 14.4. I had an external Sportster, and then I bought I bought a 2400 baud modem for my dad for his computer. He was worried back in the day that viruses would actually come down the phone line. They're gonna come down the phone line! You know anybody who does that? Same thing? What was your first connection to the internet? How fast was that? And if you say, well, I just got on the internet last year. Some of us have been doing this for a while. iPhone 4S confirmed as a world phone, says AZ Sport Za. But what about Verizon and Sprint? Good question. I think we'll get to it. World phone. Here we go. That's pretty cool. You being able to travel with this device across a variety of networks. That's pretty awesome. The iPhone 4 was, of course, GSM versus CDMA. The iPhone 4S is both. That's awesome. This is confirmed by a few people here in the comments on YouTube. So Dylan says same upload download speeds as the Atrix 4G and HTC Inspire. That's cool. Next, a world phone. Kind of cool. That's confirmed. I see screenshots here on some live blogs. It's impressive. I wonder why they're not talking LTE yet. Maybe they just weren't ready. That'd be nice, but I don't see it happening here. But there may be one more thing. There better be one more thing. And now Phil says that the iPhone 4 is now the most popular camera for uploading pictures on Flickr. That's true. The 4S now has an all-new camera. Yay! I'm excited about that because I use the iPhone to take pictures and video. So the same phone is compatible with AT&T and Verizon. Again, to reiterate, thank you AZ Sport ZA, or AZ Sport ZA. They say the new antenna makes it as fast as a 4G phone. All these 4s floating around. 4G, 4S, 4.
Yeah.
People are just going to get tripped up. 8 megapixel sensor, 3264 by 2448. That's awesome. Confirmed by John T. John. That's my new nickname, John. I love this guy. Thank you. You know, here's the thing. I pay attention to people who participate in the community, especially if you contribute, like, really positive stuff. John is someone I would trust. He's nailed it. Everything he said in this unveiling has been accurate. 8 megapixel camera. Tell me about the video, though. Is it going to be better? Give me stabilization. That's all I want. I don't care about megapixels. I need stable video, better quality audio from the video, and I need, like, clearer pictures. Man. Let's see here. 60% more pixels. Yeah, I don't care. CMOS backside illuminated sensor, 73% more light than the iPhone sensor. 1/3 faster on top of that. They place a high-end IR filter for greater accuracy and uniformity. Awesome! I love it. I love it. Faster. Better. 1080p HD recording. 1080p video. Well, I guess we'll be doing more 1080p video on the YouTube channel, huh? What I want is a better camera facing, because I could record this way, but I want to record this way so I can, see what's going on. That's just like a low quality camera up front. They need to upgrade the front. Give me stabilization. Give me something that's not going to have me, like, shooting blurry pictures. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who wants a camera on a phone that doesn't shoot blurry pictures? Yeah, I get excited about the camera. Someone's saying, oh, you're going crazy. I am. Because this is my camera. I shoot video on this thing. Now, obviously, I'm not using the iPhone to stream this right now.
Hey, Christmas present.
F-stop 2.4. Compared to most point and shoots, we can let in a lot of light. I love blurry pictures. Oh, IceFlow Studios, you're such a liar.
I saw that too.
Hybrid IR filter. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's awesome. Something enables face detection and auto white balance on the hardware. That looks like an Apple designed ISP then. Time to first photo, 0 seconds. That's a little odd, but okay. 26% better auto white balance in the face detection, yeah. Wait a minute. 0 seconds? How can you go from like 0? Wait, no, that can't be right. There we go. iPhone 4, less than 2 seconds. So it's the fastest time to first photo. That's impressive. I mean, not just the camera quality, but being able to get to it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how many times have you, like this morning, I wanted to shoot a video of the deer and I couldn't get to it quick enough.
Right.
Oh, that just takes time. 1.1 seconds. Wow. Yeah, less than 2 seconds.
That's pretty amazing.
Chris, no one will know I have the 4S until I will tell them. Who cares? I think it looks like all A43 is hung up on the design, the external design. That just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess if you wanted a better design, okay. That's pretty nice, dude. Almost 1 second from the time that you're doing it to or picking it up to turning it on, knowing exactly where you're going to taking the picture. Kind of looking here. Hopefully the camera quality is just as good. And I mean that remains to be seen. We'll have to look at tests. Need a 64 gig version, says Golden Dart Frog 1. I agree. I'm going to go ahead and take this off because it's not doing me any good. I'm not really listening to it anymore. I'm watching the live stuff. Yeah, I hope for a 64 gig version too because I'm topped out on... Look, you know how many apps I have on my iPhone at this point? It's so slow because I have so many apps on here. I use the iPhone for everything. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm not going to install anything other than the apps I use regularly and then grow from there. But these are all folders. I'm full. I'm like full. It's insane. Video recording is up next. Thank you. HD video, first time 1080p. Yeah. We'll see how it is because there's a lot of tearing, which is, par for the course with this type of sensor. I really want to see better quality for stabilization. You can give me like max resolution, but if it's like, I don't care. Give me something that stabilizes. Yeah. I gotta run that through a processor every single time. Oh, there's video image stabilization with temporal noise reduction, confirmed by John and another guy. That's awesome! What was I just saying? Okay, this is a big deal, okay? Because a lot of people are going to be recording video with this thing, and they're going to be putting it on YouTube. And who likes watching crappy video? Nobody! You want it to be good video. That's awesome. So, the video stabilization, but is that also in the camera, like the still camera too? Someone says, get a real video camera. I'm like, yeah, because I'm going to carry around a real video camera wherever I go. I'm always going to have this on me. So is everybody. Real-time image stabilization. Yes! Temporal noise reduction too. Yay! That's so cool. That's awesome. Honestly, out of all the announcements, yeah, I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better than that for me. Because again, I produce media. Obviously, I've got how many videos on YouTube now? 3,760?
Yes.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Chris needs stabilization himself, says Afro Boy.
Someone's getting a major geekasm.
With the iPhone, you don't need a quote-unquote real camera, says Iceflow Studios. I agree. This is my real camera. Just like anybody, get a real camera. I'm like, it takes pictures. What makes it not a real camera? Well, it doesn't look like a camera. Give me a true argument, man. That's awesome. The Julio Brick says the wine is really stabilization. That's awesome. I cannot wait to watch the video after they've officially, or just watch the CNN clip after it's done, because that's awesome. I'm very excited about that. Very excited. Color and saturation seems good. A little overboosted, as is true for most of Apple's cameras, but it does look clean. Then now it looks like they're talking about AirPlay, including AirPlay mirroring. So the people who are complaining about the small screen for gaming, you can now do mirroring over AirPlay, your Apple TV, so you can send it to your HD TV and do whatever you want. You can play your games on the big screen using this as your controller, or the iPad. Big deal. So there's one complaint eliminated. Now you want to go back and possibly I guess with eating crow, tell the world that this is going to be a really good gaming device with AirPlay mirroring up onto a big screen, an HD screen, from a small screen. That's impressive. Mirroring can be wired or wireless, getting confirmation from a variety of the people who are posting here on YouTube. Thank you for the confirmations. By the way, we're at 641 likes.
Wow.
I wonder if we'll make 1,000. I wonder if there's at least 1,000 people watching. Can we make 1,000 before this is wrapped up an hour and a half later? This has been a long live video stream, that's for sure. The most amazing iPhone yet. Of course, they're supposed to say that. So yeah, it seems like a pretty big upgrades on the inside. Someone doesn't care about the gaming, says Nagel the Bagel. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, not just the gaming, but the video too. So being able to, you've got a little video watching the screen. Now you can sneeze it up to the big screen. It's not really a sneeze. It's more like a. So now Chris is drooling. Yeah, this is exciting. This is like Christmas to me. Is it like Christmas to you? Anytime you get like a new gadget or you hear about a new gadget, don't tell me I'm the only one.
This is their Christmas present.
This is their Christmas present? Nice. So it's even better.
Yeah. Early Christmas presents.
Now they're getting into the big announcement here. The voice.
Yay.
So this is all about Siri. Can't use an airplane in the car. Can't use airplane in the car or on the toilet. It's not airplane. It's AirPlay. AirPlay. I can't use an airplane. I'm thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Like, I wouldn't want you to use an airplane on it. Who would use an airplane on the toilet? Yeah, this is Siri. So you could ask things like, what is the weather like today? And this is from Engadget. What's the upcoming forecast? Do I need an umbrella today? Is the weather going to get worse today? Will it rain in Cupertino? Of course it goes beyond weather. You likely saw the Siri interview that I did a couple of years ago before they were acquired by Apple. That was a big deal. What camera? Oh, now they're going into a demo. That doesn't really help. How much RAM? I don't think that matters in the grand scheme of things as long as it runs well. I'm sure we'll get into the specs at some point, though. Honey, do you have any questions for everybody who's watching right now?
Yeah, I want to know who's getting one.
Oh, are you getting one?
Sure.
In what you've seen so far, would you get an iPhone 4S? Which looks like the 4, but has almost completely new internals. Faster. Better.
Yes, a couple, yes.
Would you? People are asking price first. But will you? Just based on this. Oh, I can tell you.
Yeah.
I've had the first iPhone, the iPhone, and I sold it. I ended up getting rid of it. What was the point of having it? Past that, the 3G, the 3GS, the 4, and I absolutely will. The moment I can order it, and hopefully I can order it online today so that when it ships, I'll have it that day, and then I can do a live unboxing on YouTube. It'll be fun.
Yes. Definitely.
So he's doing a demo here. Looks clean. Wow. So here's what you're saying. And now this seems to be something just for the iPhone 4S. Because they talked about the iOS 5 already. So I don't know if the voice assistant will be available for the 4. Might be a big reason to upgrade, to have that assistant. How many megapixels of what? It's the same. It would likely be the same in terms of screen resolution as the 4 screen. We already talked about the 8 megapixel camera. Do you think there will be differences in iPhones between carriers? Probably, but that remains to be seen because, of course, with the World phone, you're going to have subtle differences in how they handle data plans and features on the phone. Wow. Oh, you could say things like, and this is from a live blog, wake me up tomorrow at 6 a.m. And then Siri responds, okay, I set it for 6 a.m.
That's nice.
That is cool. It's just going to say so much. Click, click. I mean, how many times do you need to do these things? Just say, I need to set the alarm for 6 a.m. tomorrow.
How did we live before?
How did we live before? You can quote my girlfriend on that. iPhone 4S. How did we live before? Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is.
That's not going to work. Well, obviously it is. Says the Mika Prick Mika Brick. I can never really say
I
your names here. It's crazy. The thing should say, yes, master.
Yeah.
Oh, this is CPU Kid 00. I'm definitely getting one, especially since it will be my first smartphone.
Oh, wow.
Okay, who here?
Yes.
Tell me, if you have a smartphone right now, what smartphone do you have? What smartphone? If you don't have a smartphone, what are you carrying instead? Another example, find me a great Greek restaurant in Palo Alto. Looking for Greek restaurants around Palo Alto.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, dude. You can check stocks. You can basically, I'd imagine it's getting to any default application on iOS. It's pretty impressive. I wonder if you like send an email to Diana.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm on my way. Send a text
Yeah.
message to Diana saying I'm on my way or something like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be perfect because like you're driving.
Exactly. You don't have to text or look down.
Another example, give me directions to Hoover Tower and then it routes you that way. Dude, like messaging. Give me access to messaging. Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that, Chris says Twix and Sticks. Awesome! That would save, potentially, and I'm not being flip here, that could save lives, dude.
Yeah.
That could save, because people do text like, I'm on my way or whatever. You could say, send a text to Joe, my dad, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. BobX1 says they're talking about that now. I knew it. They had to. I mean, new message from Phil Schiller. You can reply or read it again. Oh my goodness. So it'll detect. So when you get a notification of an email, you can reply or read it again. But what about messages? Can you send messages? Oh man. Dude! This is cool. I am getting excited. That's pretty. Think about that. But first, just for a moment, even if you hate Apple, that's still pretty cool. I know you hate Apple!
It's true.
It's stupid. If they can upgrade the specs, why not just upgrade the whole thing? Well, because of infrastructure, dude. And this, I mean, it's a valid question. Did you just looking? But think about it. They've already got so many accessories in the field. There's nothing truly wrong with the form factor of the iPhone 4. People have had attenuation issues with the antenna that had been mitigated, allegedly, with the Verizon update, with the Verizon iPhone. Now it's a World phone, of course, but the 4S is. So, they don't have to change anything. They don't have to change their manufacturing process. They don't have to change all the things they already have. So it does make sense. They're probably saving a lot of money by not changing the form factor because they don't really need to. You can set up meetings. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can. Look, I'll send your message. You can send text messages. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. It says Siri always remembers. Creates a text message, asks if he wants to send it off to Phil. Oh, my goodness. That's intuitive. Oh.
The iPhone 4S will save marriages.
The iPhone 4S will save marriages? Who said backseat chronic?
Yeah.
No more assistance. I have to censor that because you used a questionable word there. Hey, we're up to 730 likes. Thank you, everybody, for liking the video. I appreciate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Scott's creating a reminder right now. Remind me to call my wife when I leave work. And then it sets a reminder. Basically, then it geolocates you. And then when the reminder's set, remind me to get toilet paper before I leave the grocery store. And then it'll set a reminder as you walk out. Buzz. Oh, that's right. I forgot the toilet paper.
This is perfect for time.
Yeah, exactly. Remind me to pick up my camera before I leave the house. Of course, the camera is the iPhone. It really wouldn't make much sense. The video camera. Well, of course, that's the video camera set. Remind me to bring my girlfriend when I leave the house.
Yes.
The voice recognition uses Dragon Naturally Speaking. No, it would be the Siri's technology. And likely, something with nuance underpinnings. I think they all kind of came out of the same research, if I'm not mistaken. Please stop. I'm already broke, and now I need to order one. Raw. Laptop floppy. That's funny. Search Wikipedia for Neil Armstrong. and then it pulls up the information on Wiki. So you can Google without launching any application. You can just open up Siri and go Google or Bing if you want. You can Bing something. You could Yahoo something. Does anybody Bing or Yahoo still? It's cool if you could. Can Siri understand different accents? It's a very good question, Marvin Cruz. I guess that remains to be seen. Instant Wikipedia and Wolfram Alpha searches by voice, and assumedly Google and any search engine that you set. That's pretty impressive. That's really impressive. And you don't have to launch the app itself to search for it. You can just voice and then it launches for you. So just think about what you want to do, say it, and then it launches. Assumedly you could launch apps that way too, like, launch Twitter, and then boom. Android can do that. This is not Android, obviously. And you can do that too in a limited fashion with the Google app on the iPhone. But the key with this is it's a universal app. So you can access anything from one application. Again, we're talking iPhone and iOS here. Is it new for everybody? Maybe not. But it's new for iPhone users. And that's a big deal. Oh yeah, Wolfram Alpha. So you could ask conversion questions. So like how many feet are in a mile? And then it'll give you the response. That's pretty cool. How many days are there until Christmas? That's awesome. It's pretty cool. This is amazing. Will all these features be on the iPod Touch? That I don't know. They didn't really mention that. They're talking specifically about the 4S with a faster CPU, assumedly, to be able to handle all that stuff. Tristan Cahill says, define nerdgasm. I think this is it. I think I am having a nerdgasm. Tap the mic to say things like, call Jason, play The Light of the Sun, tell Susan I'll be right there, so it's showing you the help. Set a meeting up, remind me to call Mom, how do I get home, email Lisa about the trip. Scott says, get shopping, and apparently Siri won't do that for you. Darn it. Siri will make us use our brains less. Awesome, says the Marland. I don't know about that. I'm using my brain. It's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. How many times have I said this thing is a computer? This thing is easier to use than a traditional computer. You could have an application that I'm sure would run on Windows or even Mac OS X that would do that. But you've got it right here. In the palm of your hand. Everywhere you go. Not unless you're someone who carries a laptop around with you or a desktop computer around with you, in which case I say you're crazy if this can do everything you need it to do. So, here's another question. In the changes that you see with iOS 5, are you still going to be jailbreaking? Or, if you have jailbroken before, is this going to encourage you to jailbreak or not jailbreak? That's a question. It's pretty impressive. So, include meeting, email, directions, weather, stocks, looking up contacts, creating notes. And, I thought I saw text messaging or iMessage stuff. Yeah. That's pretty impressive. Messages. I already have the Siri app. Like I said, I did the interview. You guys caught it already in the YouTube channel? Did it like 2 years ago. And I also did a Wolfram Alpha interview as well. Drinking that grape juice. This is Grape Juice Plus. Thank you very much. I'm sure people will be cussing into it. Where the F-bomb do I get to blah, blah, blah? And it'll probably like, I think you meant to say... Yeah, that was a wise acquisition. This is a nice little feature to have, I tell you. So I'm just switching back and forth here, looking for information, reading your comments. Take me to Locker Gnome Cave. It says Hassamok. Yes, Iceflow says Grape Juice S. Dictate emails. Yeah, you could do that too. Frugal Geek. Oh, he liked the video. Thank you for liking. He just liked the live video. Thank you, Frugal Geek. Matt's the one who helps with Locker Gnome content. Helps get videos from point A to point B. Thank you, Matt. Works out of the box. Dictation. So you can do dictation and email. Out of the box! But it gets better. To go to the earlier comment, someone said, how does it work with accents? It gets better as it learns your voice. Ha ha! Oh, with this, I'm going to have to go through and cull through my contact list, my address book, and delete tons of people I don't know, just so I don't accidentally screw up and key something in. They sent it to the wrong person. Wow. Dictation is here. And it was noted here, it's similar to Android in that it's happening remotely, all that processing. It's very impressive. Very impressive. So that seems like a pretty nice update here. Seems like a pretty nice update. But the question is there going to be one more thing? One more thing. Why is Adobe Flash not on the iPhone? Okay, maybe news hasn't gotten to you, Dave C. 1992, but Flash is dead. 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 That's what happens if you spin an iPhone backwards. That's what it says. Flash is dead. Flash is dead. Did anybody get that reference? Paul is dead. Paul is dead. Paul is dead. Anyway. I use Flash for watching video, and honestly, I can do that with the Skyfire browser on iOS. I don't miss it at all. Not at all. When can you pre-order? We don't know yet. Flash 11 proves otherwise. Actually, we talked about this in an earlier video. With the new Flash Media Server, you can serve up Flash content remotely to iOS devices. It's not an issue. So, new antenna system, new optics, HD video, Siri. So it looks like they're getting into their marketing stuff right now. Looks like that's a white iPhone. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, it looks exactly like the 4. The 4S looks exactly... It is the 4 in terms of what it looks like on the outside. Will all this work on the iPad? That's a good question. I'd imagine it would because you've got the same processor, same iOS. Assumedly, you'd be able to do that on the iPad. Oh, yeah, because you can do dictation with the Dragon Dictation app for free right now on the iPad, but to have all that integrated, that's nice. That's very nice. Size. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean capacity?
Yeah.
800 likes. We just hit 800.
Yay.
Thank you. I'm watching the likes as we're moving up the charts. Use the Puffin application if you want a browser with Flash. Thank you, Andrew Coolboy. See, there's workarounds for every shortcoming or seemingly shortcomings. That doesn't make sense. I gotta think about that. Seeming shortcomings, seemingly short. Moving along. WebGL is better, but Flash is far from dead. Yeah, it's far from dead, but it's on its way, and even Adobe knows that. Adobe knows that, and when you have Adobe kind of conceding to what's going on with HTML5 and our lack of reliance on Flash, we don't need Flash anymore. We really don't. It's not dead, but it's dying, and it's going to hell when it's actually dead. Just FYI. I have it on good authority. It's going to be, people are guessing. How much do you think this is going to cost? The baseline iPhone 4S, how much do you think it's going to cost? That's my guess. Start $299, someone says. I'm watching the prices roll in. I think they'll be competitive. $299. What if a basic iPhone, a baseline iPhone was $199? That'd be, just like outright. Kind of shocking. $99 maybe? No, I doubt that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You got to look at the already announced iPod Touch prices too, and you have to take them in relation. Yeah. We got some crazy price guesses right now. They're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about the updated hardware right now, showing screenshots how they changed the antenna design to match the current Verizon version. Cool. That's nice. Looks nice. Looks wonderful. I have no issue, except if they moved the flash, that'd be nicer because you would have fewer red-eye photos. Having the flash right there is a big issue. In fact, I don't even like using this case when I take a picture with flash because I end up getting this weird kind of haze to the photo because it's like bouncing off the side of the case. That's a big issue with a lot of iPhone cases out there, especially in relation to flash. I really don't use the flash a lot. If I don't need to, I don't use it. Why can't they tell me the price? It's 1 a.m., says Gaming Lord 007. They keep saying that the marketing demo is going on. Guy's he's holding the camera, recording video with one hand, probably showing off the video stabilization features. But again, I want to see if the same features available with photos too, because it would seem like a no-brainer because then you would have fewer blurry photos. So that's the iPhone 4S. Here is the pricing right here: 16 gig, $199. 16 gig. 32 gig, $299. 64 gig, $399. Yay! That was my Kermit. Yay! I used to watch the Muppet Show. 64 gig. Sorry, 32 gig. You're just not enough for me anymore. Because I download apps all. Here's the thing. I wanted to take video the other day at BreakCon and couldn't because I just didn't have the space. I ended up taking a few of the Monty Python Lego videos with this, and then I had to run a stabilization on it. Boy, I wish I would have had the 4S last week. Ugh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Ugh. The iPhone 4S is not the only phone in our lineup. The iPhone 4 will now be available in black and white for just $99. $99. What? Hang on. Whoa. The iPhone 3GS in 8 gig is free?
Boom. That's what it said.
Whoa. Pre-orders on October 7th. Launching on the 14th. Wow.
Cool.
So you can get a 3GS, you can get an iPhone, a couple gens old, for free. That is impressive. Beat that. I think that was a huge shot across Android's bow in terms of pricing.
Yeah.
Because you always see the commercials saying you can get an Android free. You sign up for a contract.
Right.
That's impressive. Even the iPhone 4 8 gig at $99 is impressive. $100 for an iPhone 4 is a bargain. Mm-hmm. This is not a bad device.
Even mine's not.
No.
Free.
Yeah, and she, Diana, she's beaten that thing to hell.
Yes.
And it still works. So it looks like it is Sprint people. You're finally getting an iPhone. Sorry, T-Mobile. Looks like on October 14th it launches the United States, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, France, Germany, and Japan. Wow. So congratulations to everybody who lives in those countries. That is pretty darn impressive. Unbelievable. Free. Oh, wait, hang on. There's more. On October 28th, Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Mexico, Netherlands, Norway, Singapore, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland on October 28th. That's pretty nice. 22 countries, 70 countries by the end of the year, over 100 carriers. Fastest rollout ever. And I think honestly, when we were asking where people were, watching from, a lot of those countries were mentioned. That's nice. But I'm sure that's not all. That can't be all. Give me one more thing. Who wants one more thing? Comment. You want one more? Who doesn't want one more thing? Even if you didn't care. At which point, some people, they've been talking. Here's the funny thing. So for the past hour and a half or so, I've been live streaming here on YouTube. Some people have been talking smack the entire time. They had nothing better to do with their lives than to watch me talk with you and have this discussion for an hour and a half. That's funny. That's really funny. Because they're wasting their time. They really are. Instead of like doing something productive, they're wasting their time. I'd say this is productive. We're kind of having fun, hanging out together, talking about iPhone stuff. You want to see more live YouTube events? Like this video, and we'll do more. But you gotta like it. And I think that might be it. I don't know if there's a one more thing. That may be it.
It's done.
Yeah, I think that's it. This may be it. So we're at 838 likes. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for watching for this past almost 2 hours. This will be the first video on YouTube that will be theoretically encoded and put up there. Look, Soldier Knows Best probably came back and is doing one as well, but I was glad we were able to pull in his live stream before. Hopefully he had a good run with that. I think we're good. I think we're done. We're wrapped up. Thank you everybody for joining us. You're free to leave a comment. Of course, like the video. If you like the video after the fact that after it's been live, the only way to do it is on the mobile device, like an iPad, iPod Touch, or an iPhone, maybe an iPhone 4S. But we have to wait before we can pre-order, so there's no big rush on that. Give away your iPhone 4. It's a possibility. Of course, we can get a new iPhone 4 for $99 soon. So what's the point? That's pretty affordable. I mean, as far as devices go. Thank you, everybody, for saying thank you. I appreciate you tuning into the live video feed and hanging out with me. I realize there's a lot of options out there. You were probably tuned into every single one of them, just as excited about all these announcements as I have been. We continue to cover what Apple does, what Microsoft does, what's going on in the Android space. Again, the video that was uploaded before this one was a video about Windows 8. I just ordered an Amazon Kindle, the Fire, so we'll be talking about that too. I am not biased, despite what everybody wants to say. Well, not everybody, but some people say that I'm biased. I'm really not. I'm just a geek who happens to like a lot of things: computers, technology, gadgets, gizmos, consumer electronics, Lego, Keynote juice. My girlfriend, she's kind of like, she doesn't fit in that category. This is like the small bubble. My girlfriend's the big bubble.
No.
I'm not saying she's big. I'm just saying that she's in my life. And hopefully everybody takes that in perspective. Your significant other should be the biggest thing in your life. Thank you, everybody, for telling me to geek on. Please comment if you can. Share this video. I'm on Twitter, at Chris Pirillo. Facebook, facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. On Google Plus as well. Here's the funny thing. I'm this close to 100,000 followers on Google Plus right now. And that's kind of nice, considering I'm about that close on Twitter, and I've been that close forever. But Google Plus, people are signing up like crazy. It's insane how many people are on Google Plus right now. You can circle me there. I'm always looking for good content, always sharing our content, always sharing other people's content. Appreciate the shares and the reshares of this particular video. And let's see here if I've covered everything I needed to cover.
And you can find me here on YouTube live.
Yes, Diana shows up in some of the videos, some of the Lego videos that we do on Brick Tricks, or in the videos here. 890 likes.
Yay.
Thank you. I tip my hat to you. I would take it off, but then you would see, what is it, hat hair? Is that what they call it? Hat head?
Yeah. Your hair's always pretty.
My hair is not always perfect. Does that look good? Tell me if it looks good. People had fun listening to this video. So we did something right, I would say. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast after I, eliminate some gas out of because that's the perfect way to end the video. We'll see you later.